लिखने का प्रयास करते हैं कि किस तरीके से हम उसे लिख सकते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। स्टार्ट। इट इज़ ऑफन फाउंड that birds of the same kind fly together in a group. A sparrow would not be seen to join a crow and vice versa. There are certain birds that flock together to cross the oceans and seas in search of warmer regions. Birds of the same kind feed and travel together. Para. It is same in the case of human beings. Usually, people make friendship with those who are of the same nature and abilities. People of the same sort are found together. Those with similar interests, beliefs, language, tastes, etc., often form groups and stay with each other. They feel discomfort staying in different company. Learned people like to remain in the company of the learned. Intelligent students prefer the company of students of their own kind, whereas mischievous students stay in the company of their own kind. Lawyers, doctors, businessmen, and politicians like the company of people of same natures and interests. The nations keep friendly relations with the nations having the similar interests and ideas. Para. The character of a person can be judged by the company he stays. If he moves in a circle of drinkers, he will perhaps develop the habit of drinking. If he passes his time in a circle of good persons, his nature is likely to improve. Bad company can spoil his character if he moves with bad people. Para. Other advertisements which were found indecent, unethical, or provoking religious feelings have been banned from time to time. Advertisements should be made with great care as they are seen by all men, women, and children. Sometimes children try to imitate what they have seen without realizing that they are breaking the code of conduct. People need to be vigilant while watching or reading advertisements. Thus, we see that advertisements can be useful as well as can be destructive. If used with sense, advertisements can prove to be entertaining as well as educative. We can use our own intelligence to weed out the bad ones. Para. People like to stay with those who admire and appreciate them rather with those who regularly disapprove them. Good friends definitely lift up the confidence of a person. When people do not face criticism, they begin to grow overconfident. This can prove to be dangerous. Para. Similarly, staying in the company of similar nature people takes away the chances of growing. Thus, one can also say that birds of a same feather should not always flock together. Para. Whenever a person tries to socialize or interact with people in the society, he will most definitely interact and stick together with the people who have similar personality and character. Para. It is well known that a person likes to be with those people who are like him in terms of mentality and character. Therefore, it is also said that a person's character is known by the type of friends he has. Para. Humans tend to be with people who have similar goals and thinking about life. Therefore, they tend to be with such people who would be with them throughout their life or help them as friends during the long run of their life. People do not feel comfortable with those who do not have the similar behavior or attitude towards life. For example, young people tend to be with younger people only. They do not go and be friends with old people because there is a difference between their thinking and mentality. Para. Youngsters or adolescents feel restricted due to influence of their grandparents in family. Similarly, the grandparents or the older people find that today's generation is being too modern and therefore are forgetting their culture and traditions. Para. Therefore, they are not happy with their younger generations. Their voices fall on deaf ears and therefore they tend to stay away from youngsters. They stay among their own age groups and with the people who have similar kind of mentality. Para. Similarly, humans also tend to be with the people who have similar interests, thoughts, likings, etc. Also, humans tend to be together irrespective of their gender, age, etc. People tend to always be in search of those people who are similar to them. It is not necessary that a person will always have similar behavior and thoughts to that of his family. Para. Sometimes a person's family might have different people belonging to different age groups. All these factors will affect their thinking, behavior, and character. It will definitely affect the interactions among the family members. Para. Therefore, there will be clashes among the family members or less talk among them. Hence, there is a possibility that a person will have stronger emotional bonds with his friends rather than his relatives. Para. But when a person is unhappy or not satisfied with his family relations, he or she become becomes emotionally unstable and therefore might fall prey for the wrong people. Sometimes people do not think before making friends due to their unbalanced emotional condition and therefore they make bad friends. Para. But as we know that friends, work environment, or watching various shows on television can change person's behavior and mentality. During all these changes, there is a high chance that a person may encounter some phase in his life which might alter his thinking towards life. Para. If he was a good person and had a positive attitude towards life, after being friends with wrong people or falling under some kind of stress, he might lose his self control over his emotions and comes in contact with wrong people. Due to this, his behavior gets altered. Para. This change in the behavior might be negative and therefore makes the person more depressed and thus creates more negative feelings towards life. Para. This might affect his behavior in the society and affect his character gradually over a period of time. This will therefore harm his reputation. Therefore, one should always think before making friends. They should always think twice before making any decision to agreeing to go to some place with unknown people, as these situations may change their attitude towards life. स्टॉप। तो ये डिक्टेशन हमने 85 की स्पीड में जो है इसको किया।